is brought to you by VolunteerAudio.com, your #1 source for all things Harley Davidson audio. From individual radios, speakers, and amps to complete plug-and-play amp and speaker systems, we've got you covered. And once you've ordered your package from Volunteer Audio, it includes lifetime tech support. And we have the very best step-by-step installation video so you can install it yourself and save money. Hello, I'm Jay, owner of Volunteer Audio in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. I got this beautiful 2017 Harley Davidson, started life as a Street Glide.
Street Glide.
Got Heath, the owner of the bike, and we've done a huge audio build. This has been a labor of love over many years, several different trips here getting it done. All this behind me was put in this bike. But before we hop into the audio, I want to know a little bit more about the bike build because this thing is just over the top. Let's start with the paint. Who did you paint work?
I gotta give a shout out to Ron Fleedner. Fleed Paint, he done all my paint. I just give him a rough idea and he done his.
Well, I see there is a lot of different things going on here. I know a lot of times in the interior they try to do 3 different textures to make something stand out, but you've got so much going on here. You've got this real fancy looking orange at the top with what looks like
paisley.
Oh yeah, and then some gold leaf, got some silver leaf, and then in the midst of all that we got some airbrush skulls in there.
Yeah,
so,
gotta have skulls.
Gotta have some skulls in there. The build looks awesome. The paint work is phenomenal. I know it's hard to tell in a picture. Some things look good at 10 feet away. This thing looks good at inches away. I mean, the paint is awesome on it. What kind? Do you know what kind of tour pack that is?
That's all Insane Asylum.
Okay, so Insane Asylum bags, Insane Asylum tour pack,
gas tank,
I mean,
side covers.
This thing is pretty wild. It's pretty over the top, but it looks really, really nice. I like it a lot. And the seat, was that done by the paint guys? What did you say?
Chris Percy.
Okay, Percy did the seat. That's pretty awesome to see everything fit well. So many times you'll see somebody brings you a big wheel bagger or some sort of over-the-top build, and the quality of the build doesn't match the look. Yeah. In this case, your quality is on point with the look. So do a lot of shows. How far do you normally go out on the shows where you show your bike?
I mean, Daytona, Panama City, that's about as far as
Southeast region?
Yeah.
So if you're in the Southeast and you're at a show, I know he's normally going to one somewhere. You see this bike, definitely ask him to let you hear it because it looks awesome, but you got to hear the audio as well. What we got on the front there is got a 23? 23. So we got a 23-inch front wheel, air ride front and rear, awesome audio. All this custom bodywork is just looks very, very tough. I mean, it's just got a real tough look. All right, so I have not let Heath listen to the audio. We're going to get to that in a minute. But I want to go over everything that's in this build. So when this bike came out in 17, there weren't many radio options. You had the stock radio, and this one had a 4.3-inch boom radio. Back then, Heath went to the Sony 7000. The Sony was a good radio for its time, but we have so many better radios since. You know, in 2019, Harley introduced the GTS radio, and just a couple years ago, Soundstream started producing amazing replacement radios, and in this bike, we put the HDHU.14Si. So that radio is going to be much easier to see in the daylight outside in the sun than the Sony was. It looks like a GTS radio, but with all the added features of better sound control. 13-band EQ, high-pass and low-pass filters, full subwoofer control with the 2 8-inch subs that are in each one of these bags. But it also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it is waterproof. His Sony, he had to worry about, if I ride in the rain, is my bike going to continue to have any sound? Yeah. On top of that, when it got wet, the thumb controls normally would act up on them like crazy.
Shoot wide open, volume would go
volume wide open. Now your speakers are sounding like they're going to blow up.
Right.
Yeah, don't want that. So used to have a smaller Hertz HMP1D Amp in it. We did a very basic build on this before he went so wild with the actual full build. Now let's talk about what's in there. We have the new Hertz SP 4.900 amplifier. That's the 1000 RMS, 2000 watt peak amp in the fairing, running a set of SX165 Neo. That's the 6.5 with the tweeter in the middle in the fairing. In the tour pack, there are 4 SV165 Neo 6.5-inch mid basses. They have a lot of volume. They're running off the rear channel of the amplifier, all 4. The fairing speakers and the lid speakers. So we have a set of 8-inch SX200 Neos and the 6.5-inch SX165 Neo. They're on the front channels along with the ST25K Neo super tweeters. All of that is run off this amp, and this thing is a beast. It's doing an excellent job of it. In the back, we have two SV200L woofers. That is a cross between a mid-bass and a subwoofer. It plays as low as any 8-inch sub I've ever heard, and we have two in each bag. Like I said, these are the Insane Asylum bags that are ported and sealed, and it's really, this is a speaker box on wheels. Yeah. But we got two 8s in each bag, and these Hertz 8s sound amazing. Each one run off its own HMP1D amp. That's a 600-watt monoblock sub amp in each bag. So 2,000 watts in the fairing, 600 watts in each bag. We're 3,200 watts of total output, which is more than my ears can handle. You'll see me put some earplugs in a minute when we go to listen to it, because it's a lot more, and all that being controlled by that wonderful Soundstream radio. But it sounds great. I think it's time to listen to it.
That's what I'm waiting on.
All right, got our music loaded up, got my earplugs in. These aren't gonna actually make it quiet. They knock it down about 16 decibel just so I can still hear it, still hear you when you call later today. So this is a little bit of a rock tune. It is a copyright-free track. That's what we're required to do so you can hear it. Well, let's just see what Heath thinks about it.
Wow.
So I can feel every one of those drum licks, like the drum is sitting right here in front of us.
That's unbelievable, the difference.
Great bass, great full sound. It sounds just absolutely amazing. Let's go to a little different track here. Actually, let's do this one.
You are now in the presence of a king.
That is so unbelievable.
So this is a really, really over-the-top build. You know, we at Volunteer Audio, we focus primarily on rider bikes. And the key is Heath rides this bike.
A lot.
He's liable to take off and head to Daytona or Panama, and he rides this thing. And I know as much as you're going to show it off, and maybe you might enter some comps.
Yeah.
You know, but he's not going to try to blow things up. We don't build comp bikes. I don't build things that people continually blow product every event. We set our amps where they're crystal clear and clean.
Absolutely.
We want things to continue, and we want it to last. We build the best plug-and-play rider systems at Volunteer Audio, and we can help you take it to that next level. We do it quite often.
You've helped me a lot.
But I wanted to let you know, we love talking to you about your bike. We love doing this. This isn't something we just do for an income. We could pick any job. We're kind of crazy for picking audio as a way to make money. But reach out to us, 1-844-30-AUDIO. Tell us about your build, about your ideas, about your budget, the genre of music you listen to. We'd love to help you build your system. If you want a simple 2-speaker system to 8 speakers and subs, or in this case, I don't know how many speakers we got. You can count them up. There's a bunch of them. 14 speakers in this build, 3 amplifiers. Give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about it and put something together for you. Check out volunteeraudio.com. We've pre-built most of the popular kits that we talk to people about all the time. They're already on there. 2-speaker, 4-speaker, 6-speaker, 8-speaker. They're at our website. Check it out. With or without the Soundstream radio. You can do it with stock radio, or you can upgrade it. You can do so many different things that we give you options for to fit that budget for you. Like this video. By liking it, it's going to move up our search results in YouTube. It's going to help Volunteer Audio, and we appreciate it. Plus, it's a beautiful bike. We want everybody to see it, so definitely like it so more people will. Subscribe to our channel to learn the latest about Harley Audio. Not only about the new products, but we're going to show you how to install them. We're going to show you how to use them. We're going to make sure you are fully informed so you make the right decision in your purchase. And thank you so much for watching Volunteer Audio's YouTube channel. We wouldn't do this if you didn't watch, so thank you so much for doing so. Any comments you have, post them below. We'll be quick to reply back. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and God bless.